Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Boozy Botanical Podcast. My name is Holly.
I'm Angelique.
We're back again with episode 88, people.
That's freaking crazy. Let the countdown begin, guys, because 100 is around the corner.
No, I'm like so excited for even just episode 90. Whenever that, when that happens.
I feel like, everyone's probably like, okay, we get it. You've had a podcast for a while. I feel like every episode we're like, wow, look at the progress we've made.
We sound just like that too.
100%. We're definitely Disney characters from the 50s for sure. Holly, what are you drinking on this lovely Florida night? It's literally almost 9 o'clock for Holly, guys.
Yes, and I'm very excited about this evening recording. Like, it's a different vibe on boozy nights when we can record.
Oh, I'm glad.
When the sun is down,
Yeah,
But,
it's appropriate to be drinking.
Right? It's not like
Right.
10 a.m. But we're not judging, so
do you, girl? Do you?
You do you. So my drink, to explain a little bit, we are recording this, like in real time recording this, is the day before Thanksgiving, and my job is I'm bringing the spiked punch.
Ooh.
So I had to test out the drink that I'm bringing. So what I have here is what I am calling, again, I know I just come up with like concoctions and I just come up with like the cutest possible names,
Yes.
I'm just calling it the caramel apple spiked cider.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. I pretty much what did I make? It's very simple ingredients and it's mostly in the liquor. So you guys know how I love my Pinnacle whipped vodka.
Yes.
Pinnacle also has a salted caramel flavored vodka. So you take
Ooh,
that,
okay.
you take a little bit of Fireball and a little bit of green apple Jim Beam whiskey.
Yeah.
And then you pour in your like apple cider. Basically, it's like a Honeycrisp one. And that's like pretty much
love
it.
that.
Oh my God. Side note though, I did buy what is it? Cinnamon garnishes and then this other thing called star anise.
Oh, star anise is cool.
It is cool, but dude, no one told me it smells like licorice, like black licorice.
I didn't remember that.
Oh my God, I was literally nauseous for like an hour before recording. I had to lay down.
Oh
So
no.
they are adorable, but it's not going in the punch. I'm sorry.
Oh God, yes. Yes. But they look so cool. They're used a lot with like whiskey on the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like also
Okay.
used as like a Chinese herb. Like you can use it
Yeah.
for like well, not cleansing properties, but it's like an antifungal, kind of like cinnamon. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm sorry, I can't put it in the drink.
Sorry, but that's how I was with the buzz balls. Sorry, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
But
so bad.
this cocktail is really great, you guys. If you can, like I said, it's pretty simple ingredients. Just try to get like a caramel flavored vodka, or you can even just get like the caramel like for coffee and throw it in. But it's really good. So
Oh, it's so cutesy.
my
I like
plan
that
to try
idea
to
a
get
lot.
my husband's family drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
Get them drunk, take all the money, and run. It's mine.
It's mine. Angelique, what do you have for us today? I'm always just so excited
Oh, thank
about what you're having.
you. So today we're gonna have another bag of tricks, but for my mixer, I have a black cherry Waterloo sparkling water.
Oh, she's cute.
She's very cute purple packaging. Josh
Mhm.
said it's kind of fruit punch without all the intense sugar. So I was like, let me give that a try as a mixer. I almost did ginger ale, but I'm glad he recommended this. And as always, we got the bag of tricks with the additions from a few weeks ago.
Awesome.
So giving her a little shake. Shout out
And
to
the
the
boozy
boozy
bag.
bags. All right, let's see.
Right. I love how you close your eyes too when you pull.
As if I know, as if I can see. I went really quick. I didn't let myself touch any other bottles.
Okay.
It's gonna be weird.
Oh no.
It is from the brand called Chila.
Okay.
It's cinnamon cream horchata
Oh.
with
Well,
wait, is this not alcoholic? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. It's liqueur and rum with natural flavors and caramel color. This is
okay.
gonna be good.
Wait, did you say it was cinnamon too?
Yeah.
It's like a horchata. Well, that can be interesting with the fruit punch. It's almost giving like purple drink from Starbucks or like a pink drink. You know what I
I'm
mean?
really
It tastes
hoping so.
white.
If anything, the horchata maybe will overpower the sparkling water, because this seems like something you could probably drink on its own,
You could, like, just
like a rum chata, you know?
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, pour it
let's
over
see.
ice.
ASMR. Oh, there she is. Alright.
Mm,
I wanna smell it. Oh, it smells so good. Wait. Oh,
really?
well, yeah, I think it smells good, but it might smell like fake cinnamon and cereal a little bit, but there's something
We're
really
here for it.
it smells like Michael's. I think that's what it is.
Oh,
It's
oh,
Christmas at Michael's vibes, which I get is weird, but also kind of
but
guilty
it's
good. I don't
very
know.
specific, and I know exactly what you mean.
You know, everyone listening is like, "Oh, that's not Joanne's, it's Michael's."
Michael's, it's like
Very
fake
specific.
greenery. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's
Okay, here we go.
yeah, the fake greenery has a weird smell with, with, like, the sparkliness that they dry on it, like,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
weird. Let's see how it mixes.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at
it looks so
that.
cool!
The
Look at
YouTubers are getting a treat.
hello. So you gotta watch, people. Oh, it's weird, like, science is happening, like, it's like the milkiness is separating from um,
Yeah.
the Waterloo. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, let's
She's
see.
looking cute though in your wine glass, the stemless
Thank
glass.
you. Alright, shall we? I'm nervous.
Ciao.
Okay.
Give us your real, genuine thought though. Did you put too much?
I don't know, it's weird. Okay, hold on, it's not a good enough drink. Hold on, let me try again.
No.
It's just weird seeing sparkling water getting frothy. It's kind of uncomfortable to look
Oh, yeah.
at.
The
Okay.
texture?
Mhm.
Huh.
Surprisingly, I think the sparkling water is overpowering it. I'm not really tasting horchata at all.
Oh,
Let me add more.
very strange.
Ew, and it's like not curdling, but like it's
Ew,
doing
it's
like a
separating. Now the YouTubers do not have a treat.
but it's kind of like it's gross, but also oddly pretty. I can't decide. Okay, let me add more. Hold on, guys. All right, I've filled her up. I've used the whole shooter now. All right.
And those shooters are kind of bigger than you think. It's like a healthy 2 shots, you
Oh
know?
my god, the spot that I'm going to around the corner, I'm like, who's measuring these? Okay, hold on. Ew, okay.
Oh gosh. Maybe you just need to put ice in it.
Oh, there she is.
Is that better?
Interesting. It's so now it's more I think what you were thinking. So it has the creamy horchata-ness, but
Yeah.
imagine if horchata was sparkling.
Okay, like a
I'm not
bubbly
getting
horchata.
I'm getting black cherry as the aftertaste, not in my initial sip. It weirdly
Okay.
kind of works. I
Okay.
agree, probably in the future, I would have prepped it with ice. I think that would have I mean, it's cold,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
would have
yeah.
just to have some texture, I
I
think.
just feel like ice makes everything a little bit better, even if it's like a
Ye
bad
Oh,
drink.
for sure. I think I should have measured and not just blindly done sparkling water. Like, if I
Okay.
think if it should be maybe, like, 1 part sparkling, 2 parts horchata,
Yeah.
and it's pretty neck and neck right now. So, let me see. Ooh, it's good, but it's
Good?
weird. Like,
Ending on a question mark,
it has
kind
that
of
because
weird.
for those you guys, if you're from Arizona, you've more than likely had horchata before. It's a really
Yeah.
good Mexican sweet like, it's
Or if you're
technically
from LA.
that as well. Yeah, it's technically agua fresca, but it's like a more milky based cinnamon
Yeah.
sort of juice drink.
Yeah,
It's
who
hard to
hasn't heard of horchata except on the East Coast? No one knows.
this is why I'm doing a PSA,
I didn't even
literally.
know what Jamaica was either. I'm like,
Oh,
"What?"
that's bad. That's
I
really
know.
bad. You guys are not living. Also, too, like for our 1 or 2 listeners in Europe, just in case,
Yeah.
culturally, it's weird. This drink, to conclude, I don't want to make this whole episode about this drink, but to conclude, I feel a little uneasy about this drink because there's the initial familiarity of the horchata, because horchata is a very dominant taste, you guys.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
for
oh,
sure.
home. But then you're hit with sparkling after, and I'm like, that's not normal. And
Yeah.
then the black cherry aftertaste is like, oh, that's never in there either. So it feels like I'm being fooled because I feel like I'm drinking horchata, but
Yeah.
then I'm not. You
It's
know
an
what I mean?
imposter.
But I think, like, if I had never had horchata and someone gave this to me and was like, "This is horchata," I would be like, "Oh, this is cool." I
Yeah.
think it's a matter of, like, I know this flavor too well, so it's been hard
Yeah.
for me to separate my feelings. I think it just needs an adjustment period. I will try to sip throughout the episode, and I can report
Making
back at
no
the end.
promises.
Yeah. Oh god,
Well,
no,
the
because
other thing
I dumped
too
that buzz ball down the drain, I did.
oh, the
It
other
was
thing is, like, if you
disgusting.
don't like bubbly drinks and on because you don't really enjoy a soda water, correct?
No, like, if I've well, I honestly probably have sparkling water the most on this show as a mixer. Like, I don't really drink sparkle like, I try not to drink a lot of soda, but I enjoy, like, a Dr. Pepper or a Coke. I specifically
Yeah.
really don't like soda water.
Yeah. See, my thing is, like, I don't love a bubbly cocktail. I think because I'm so, like, a margarita person or a vodka
Mhm.
cran person. Like, if it's too overly bubbly, I usually don't like it. So,
I feel you on that. I don't mind a like, I'll have, like I like Moscow Mules, so it's like
oh, yeah, well,
call it
that's
ginger
true. Ginger
beer,
beer.
but it's not as carbonated, I feel like, as a typical, like, ginger ale, you know, it's a
No,
little
for
different.
sure. Very
Okay,
different.
final thought, I just took another sip. It makes me think of sunscreen that's gone bad.
Oh,
So
no.
that's not good. That part's really not good, but I wanna
Hey, you
commit, like, look
wanted a
how
challenge, and there you go. You have it.
oh, yeah, guys, if you wanna really screw with people this Christmas, I highly recommend. Hello, like,
Oh my gosh, Angelique, it just reminded me though, like, remember how you've already admitted this on the podcast, so I'm
oh
not
god, what did
exposing
I
you,
do? What did I
but
do?
how I know it sounds bad, you admitted,
You
but you
admitted that you were
shared
an
with
awful person.
no,
I'm
you
just
shared with
kidding.
the class that you
Uh-huh.
enjoy a Malibu and Coke. So
Oh,
we
I
know
love a
that's
Malibu and Coke, and this is not the same.
it's not the same. Well, it's just funny because, like, it just kinda reminds me of, like, ew, like
Ew, you have awful taste in alcohol. Well, everyone like, Matt
no.
gets so mad at me because he's like, "It's disgusting, it's literally sunscreen," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's the
Well,
best
see,
part."
I love it's the best I think Malibu's great, like,
Thank
coconut
you.
rum, like, who wouldn't like that?
I'll take a rum
Um,
any day.
yeah, but okay, before we get too deep into weird tasting alcohols,
It's bad.
Angelique, tell us
Yes.
how are you doing?
Oh my
Tell us about your
god.
week. What's new with you?
Thank you. So as Holly said, I know you guys are listening to this in December and you're like, "Wait, you're still at Thanksgiving? What?" I have a show coming up, as you guys know. Holly has 2 trips coming up, so it's,
Mhm.
like, literally, like, our scheduling has been, "Are you free at 6 AM on a Tuesday?" Like, it's
Either
been
6
pretty
AM or
bad.
10 PM.
Yeah. We literally only have, like, the edges of the day to
Mhm,
record,
mhm.
hence why we're doing this. Like, it's 6 o'clock for me, it's 9 o'clock for Holly. There's a lot going on. I just spent 6 hours with a almost six-year-old, like, in the
Oof.
span of 50 minutes, guys.
Mm.
He was a really sweetie pie. He was actually a really sweet kid, but he was I'll tell you in a sec. We in the span of 50 minutes, I played hide and go seek multiple times. I did tag. I walked underneath the home. There was like a crawl space.
Oh my god. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
it was weird. I drew a macaw and he
I
drew
saw
my
that
house.
on your
It's
stories.
really bad. Yeah. And then I don't even think they have like the feathers the way I did it on the front, but we did a lot in 50 minutes, and I this kid was making and me internally laugh really hard because, like, you know how kids, they like to have things that they think are really cool?
Yeah.
He's really obsessed with fans.
With fans.
Like, not because he's famous, like, fans that keep you cool. Like
Okay. Is it like a room fan or a
like, we
ceiling
talk
fan
about fans a
situation?
lot. And, like, he, like, made it like, when I first got there, wanted to show me his fan invention. Like, he got, like, the spinny part of the fan.
Oh,
It was as if that didn't have the wire mesh around it anymore. Tied it
okay.
around a broom, balanced that on 3 pillows on the sofa, and plugged it in so that it would fan you could put your head under it, and it would fan down to
That's
you.
an innovative
Oh, he's
invention.
this kid is smart. Like, I think he's going places for sure, but, like, it was like, "Oh, that's cool, like, you like the engineering behind a fan," and then it
Yeah.
was more like asking about my fans in my house. What kind of fans do I have? Do I have fans? What do the fans do? And
Oh
then
my
he pulls
god.
up his iPad, we're on YouTube, and so, like, I'm like, because mom was trying to make sure I avoided screen time as much as possible, but, like, kids are addicted. So he
Yeah,
pulled it
yeah.
up and I was like, "Let's compromise. Don't watch a video until mom comes out, but, like, show me the videos you're gonna watch. Like,
Yeah,
what are the ones you're prepping for?"
yeah.
And he was like showing me all these ones, and then I look, and one of his recently watched videos was, like, over 200,000 views, mind you, was, like, all these different the thumbnail was various fans and them, like, making like, a rhythm, like, they probably use, like, fan clips and create music, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like
Wow.
and we kept talking about, like, how we both wanna design a home one day, like, he was a really sweet kid to talk to. From
Aw.
what I know is he's homeschooled, and I think he's, like, mainly friends with, like, his mom's friends, so he's probably used to talking to more older people.
Grown-ups,
So he's talking
yeah.
about, like, his dreams, and he's like, "And we're gonna have this kind of fan, and then there's gonna be a kitchen fan just for this." And, like, there's also an emergency sink in the kitchen, which I found very funny. So there's a sink, like, where the sink would normally be on the counter, and then on his island, he wants to add an emergency sink where you can't wash dishes. I'm not sure what it's for,
Oh.
but you can't wash dishes in it. But
Sounds like there's some trauma there, like, he needed to use the sink for something, and there was dishes, so he needs a backup sink, which, you know
just
what? In rich people homes, they have that. I think it's
I
for, like,
get it.
making cocktails and stuff
Oh,
or
I was in the Hollywood Hills today, to give you an idea.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
Okay. Yeah,
this
yeah,
kid had the goods for sure. Like,
yeah.
his goods as in fans, many fans.
He had good ideas.
And then, like, we wouldn't talk about fans for a while, and a couple hours later, because he would randomly be like, "And when we have our house," started calling it our house, which was very cute because we were both
Oh.
building on, like, ideas. "When we have our house, we're gonna have this and this, and then we're gonna get this fan." And, like,
He is hyper fixating.
he's really into fans, and so I had to explain to him how to, like, because he's rich, so I'm like, how to explain how a window AC unit works.
Oh, he's
And I
like,
was like,
"What?"
I have 2 ceiling fans in each like, I have a fan in each room, but then I also have window AC units, and my living room doesn't have a fan. Why doesn't it have a fan? He was really like,
Ceiling
it's
fans are hard to
hello,
come by for the average folk in Los Angeles, like,
prime real estate, my
Oh,
friend.
yeah, none of our apartments in LA, and we had, like, 5 different ones, never had
Yeah.
ceiling fans.
Isn't that crazy? But, like, he was so sweet. I think it was just, like, not jarring, but it was funny because, you meet kids that age and they have an obsession with a car or with,
Right.
like, a truck or an animal or there's, like, the typical kid stuff,
Yeah.
but it was very cute to see him really be into fans.
Oh. One day he's gonna have, like, the new, like, Dyson type of invention when it
I
comes
think
to fans,
I hope
like
so. I feel like he's gonna be an engineer, and I feel like his parents need to drive him out to Palm Springs, pull off the side of the I-10, and
Oh.
just stare.
Oh my god, it'd be like Disneyland for him.
Oh my god, screw the mouse, he just wants a fan. Like, literally,
The
just
boy
give
loves a
me
fan.
a boy fan. It was very cute. So, I guess that's my update, but, really quick, it just really made me laugh, but
That's so
he was a
cute.
very sweet kid. He also, at one point had me like, a keychain out of a cup, but I couldn't look at which one I pulled, and I pulled a Spider-Man, and he's like, "You can have it, put it on your keys so you always think of me."
Oh, that's
It was my first time
so
meeting him. I was just doing a trial with his family, so, like, if they
Oh,
think I'm
how
not a good fit, I'll never see him again. But he
Aw.
was I think I will. They already asked me if I'm available for certain days, so he was very sweet. I just oh, it's that older age. Like, I love 2 and below
Yeah.
because they sleep,
Oh my
even 3 and
god.
below. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
so tired. I texted Holly and I was like, "Holly, just so you know, I'm tired."
I know that age is exhausting. I
Well,
mean,
yeah. Well, how old is your little cousin? Tyson's
well,
cousin?
he is 8 now,
Okay,
but
you've known him at an earlier age.
yeah. Yeah,
You're
yeah, yeah.
nonstop.
And I think the smarter they are, it's like, the more they talk and the more things going on,
Which
and
we
you're like,
wanna encourage,
"Yeah,
however,
of course," and it's just like,
I'm busy.
"Oh," you're like, "My mind is tired."
Oh my god, I was reading him a book, and at one point oh my god, another example of how sweet he is, my eye started aching, like, my eyeballs were hurting.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think because we had just looked at an iPad and then we switched to a book,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the house was hot, but I felt like it hurt to close my eyes, but also, like, it hurt to read because I had to actively
Mm.
use them. So I was like, "Give me a second, dude, let me just close my eyes for a minute," and then he started blowing on my eyelids.
Oh,
He was a like, one of the most
very, like,
tender kids I think I'd
gentle
ever met.
spirit, yeah.
They're very sweet. I asked him, I was like, "What's your favorite color?" "I love all the colors equally, they're all beautiful."
Oh my
Like, he was one of those
god,
sweetie pies, you know?
that's so kind.
Oh my gosh, a really sweet kid. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. I just was tired.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
get it for
oh
sure.
god. But yeah, very smart kid. But we're recording this tonight, guys, and then again, 6:13 now, my time. By 7 a.m. tomorrow, I will be in the air on Thanksgiving Day,
Ooh,
flying to LA from
flying
LAX, which you guys,
flying to Tucson, then
Tucson.
flying to
There
LA.
were no good flights out of Burbank, which is a nightmare because now we're figuring out like, do we Uber to the airport? And Uber's $70. Like at that point, should we have flown from Burbank? Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
But it's looking good. We just gotta get up and just deal with it. I'm really hoping to get to bed
mm.
early, so we'll see. But keep you guys posted. As far as very last thing, as far as wedding stuff, Josh and I have I think 4 or 5 wedding tour venue tours this weekend in Tucson.
Oh, that's so
So
exciting.
TBD, guys, I'm really excited. I'm trying not to get my hopes up because I feel like I've already have like reservations about each one. So I'm trying to have an open mind, but
Yeah,
this is really what's going to help us figure out what our budget is for the wedding because we know like ideally we're never going to spend more than this total for the whole shebang, but
yeah.
we don't know. And the thing is we really want to do our own food, but that's going to affect the budget a lot. So it's
Mm,
like do we choose a place that's cheaper, we bring in our own food or a place that's more expensive, all inclusive. So it's like give give and
yeah.
take, you know, and we're also gonna, hire a wedding coordinator is the plan. So trying to like finagle all of that. But I'll let you guys know. Probably yeah, I'll let you guys know in our next episode how it went because we're recording after we're back.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear about
Yeah,
it.
we'll keep you guys posted. So
Ah,
Holly, how are you? You're staying in Florida for Thanksgiving,
I
correct?
am, yes. So, like I said, I'm bringing the spiked punch bowl, and then I'm also in charge of because we're having a turkey and a ham, and I'm in charge of heating up the ham. They
Oh, that's
dropped
a
it
good
over.
job.
Yes, so
Don't prep
it's
it.
no, I know, right? But no, things are going really well. Today, you guys, this is really funny. I went to Walmart. I needed to get tampons, and I walked
Always.
in through the garden center and I saw a ponytail palm. And something about this ponytail palm just like spoke to me. I've never owned
Because you're
one.
not really into a palm, right?
I mean, not really,
Like we've
but it's
talked about them on the pod before.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, because you know the ones that they have like the big base, Angelique,
Oh,
and
they're
they
juicy. Sometimes they look is it
yes.
the one that sometimes it looks like it has a badonk?
No,
But that's the
not
other
that
one.
one. That's
But
a
I know
different
what you're
one.
talking about. It's just, like, thick at the base and goes in
Yeah,
slenderly, and
and
then
it
it
has
has the
like
stringy hair.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
which by the way, Fitzy already is like eating it, but it's pet safe, so.
Oh, good, 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 good. Oh, right, because the
But
one I'm thinking of, I think, isn't pet safe. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't know. It's just I thought it was so cute, and I've just been trying to experiment with like different kinds of common plants in my house.
Yeah.
This one does require a decent amount of light, but we'll see. She's so cute. I sent you a screen grab of me.
Is
Um,
that what it was? Was that plant? Oh, I need to pull can I show the viewers?
yeah, it's so funny. I'm gonna post
Oh,
it
you
on
guys,
Instagram.
it is good. It's
It's my
so
it's like
cute.
my concentration
Hold
face
on.
mixed with look at that. I'm like,
Holly's like, "I will unravel these roots and you will go into this pot."
yes.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's
It looks like a little when
hilarious.
a kid is like, "I will tie my shoe. I will tie my shoe." Like,
Yeah,
that level of determination.
and my double chin, she is out to play. She's
Oh,
happy.
she's a queen.
Yeah.
I love her. I want to marry her.
She's soft and doughy. She'll keep you warm at night.
Holly, oh, Josh, I have bad news. Take her out
Oh,
to dinner
I
first.
know,
Jesus
I know.
Christ. Whew. I'm sweating.
But yeah, so no, that's it. I got a ponytail palm today. I will let you guys know how the journey goes with her. And that's it.
Things are
That's it for
good.
me.
The
Yeah,
good thing
things
for
are good.
you is, like, now that you have a yard, if it's sucking indoors, you just chuck it outside and see what
Oh, I
happens.
know. I do that with so many things and it's sad, but, like, sometimes it's not good because the weather is very extreme, especially in my yard that lacks a lot of shade. So, like,
Oh, it's hot.
unless I put you under the orange tree, you're probably not gonna make it.
Ooh, so RIP.
Exactly, rip. But
Rip. So, Holly, we got a plant mommy today.
We absolutely do. I love when we have plant mommies. It's the
Me too.
best.
I'm like, "Where are you at, puppies?" But it's fine for now, you know?
I know. Where are the puppies? Where
They're
are you guys?
it's cuffing season, so they're all taken. But yes, we have a lovely plant
Oh,
mommy this week. This week we have Mallory from at You Have Too Many Plants, which is such a good
hey.
handle.
Hey, girl.
I'm
She's
so here
from
for it.
Northern Idaho. How cool.
Yes, my brother's from Idaho, but I think Boise's a bit more south, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be making that up. I'm not 100% sure.
So she's been collecting plants for about 3 years, and a year ago started a small business featuring plant accessories, which you guys, they're really cute. Oh my
Did
gosh.
you see, like, especially the shroomy ones? I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I
Yes.
loved her art pieces. It was so beautiful.
She has a lot of cute photos of mushrooms in the wild too, and who doesn't love mushrooms? Like, they're so cute.
It's really cool because she was telling us that besides, typical house plants and things, and, she just really has an affinity for mushrooms and just thinks they're super cool. So she integrates them into a lot of different elements of her art, and they're like so fat and cute, and I really like them. I was like, ah, these are sweet, like cute little toadstools and things.
Oh,
I
I
I really
know.
like them.
Did you see these earrings, Angelique? Like, these I'm just, like, living for.
Oh,
They're
yes,
mini
yes, yes,
mushrooms.
yes. Is that from her last Christmas? I know she was doing orders last year.
This
I
I
lurked hard, Mallory.
maybe so, maybe so. Oh, I
Bring
love oh,
Tell
wait,
us.
what?
No, I was like, "Bring them back."
Bring 'em back.
I'm sorry,
I
go ahead.
love that she's also a cake decorator by day, and you guys, she posted this adorable, like, cacti succulent garden cake, and it is just so
Oh my god, I
cute.
didn't see that. Wait, let me see. I must have totally missed that.
And then here's some cupcakes,
Oh,
and
that's
then there's the cake.
beautiful.
And she even has, like, little, like, gravel on the top as, like, top dressing. So
Oh, really
cute.
pretty. I definitely need
Yeah.
those. I was so focused on the shrooms.
You're
It
thinking
was
about the
all that was
shrooms,
on my
man.
mind.
Yes, but, I mean, what else can we say? She has beautiful plants, lots
Um,
of alocasias.
yes, I believe it was her fried egg that I really liked. Let me pull it up really quick just to make sure. Yes, I loved her fried egg. She also had a gorgeous maharani. It was super gold. I was like,
Yes. That's the
"Yes."
way to your heart, girl, is a Maharani.
That's all a girl needs, let me tell you, as in me. And then the little I don't know if you saw, but over the summer, she got some cute little suckies, and they're really baby cute, and I really like them.
Little
And
cacti
she does,
too.
did you see the terrariums that she makes? It has plants that she also sometimes will sell. She'll sell the terrarium as a product.
Oh, you know what?
It's
I'm looking at
really
that right now. That's
it's
awesome.
really cool. I was like, "Okay, I see you." And then
So cool.
she also had this, just to, like we're just gassing you up, Mallory, because I just love the artistic energy. It's so good.
Oh,
She has
yeah.
this air plant that I think she posted fairly recently that she put in a hanging sort of hoop, but it was an
Oh, I
embroidery
see
hoop.
it.
It's an embroidery
Yeah.
hoop that she made into, like, a hanging moment, and I was like, "That's so cool."
I just love how creative she is. The last thing I want to, like, point out is this moss rug. I think it's pinned on the top of her profile, but that
Yes,
is
it's
really
isn't it,
cute.
po is it pom-pom balls?
I think it's pom-pom balls,
They're
but
really cute.
she really, played with different textures and colors of, because basically, yeah, it's pom-pom balls, but with, fabric or yarn, and they're just
Yes.
so cute.
I love it. It's really, really beautiful, and I just love seeing how she has so many creative outlets. I feel like you see
Yeah.
some creators and they have, like, their one thing, which is cool, and that's totally fine, but
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, can't stop, won't stop, you have too many plants." I love it.
Right.
So you guys, you know what to do. Follow Mallory at You Have Too Many Plants. Also check out her Etsy shop for the products that we were talking about. It's also called You Have Too Many Plants, and you can DM our girl for trade. She's down. I believe she's down for local and mail, but verify with her. She's in a cold area, so depends on time of year and things.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Mally. Jesus,
Mally.
Mallory.
Thank
Honey,
you,
I'm tired.
Mallory.
Don't be mad, Mallory.
Blame it on the fans.
Blame it on the horchata.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah, that
Yep.
wasn't my best joke. I'll work on that one. But, what are you gonna do? But
What are you
yes,
gonna
thank you
do?
so much, Mallory. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And Holly, talking about accessories for
Yeah.
plants, not so much like of the wearing kind, but today we are talking about moss poles, are we not?
Yes, we are. And maybe even like moss pole alternatives, actually.
Yes, more so not your I was misleading, not your traditional moss pole, but things ways to stake a plant that aren't so typical, right?
Exactly. And mainly what kind of got me thinking about this topic is like, I don't mind the look of a moss pole, but I know a lot of
Yeah.
people do, and they'd rather not have just your typical moss pole. So
Yeah.
I tried to come up with a few like options and ideas that you guys can do instead of a moss pole. So I'm really excited. Let's just get right into it then. The first one that I have for you guys clear plastic moss poles. I don't know what else to call them, but essentially it's like a moss pole shell. And
Yes, yes, yes. I'm looking at it right now.
yeah, I'm gonna try and pull it up for you guys on YouTube.
I feel like you see a lot of these like
A lot.
3D printed, right?
Maybe it is, yeah, but I just think it's cool because you can add your own like me like the moss pole itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the
And
one that I bought for my Onstera recently.
yes, it's very similar to that, and you can stack them on top of each other. So, and also a lot of
Exactly.
people. Yes, instead of what's cool about being able to add your own medium in the middle is,
Yeah.
like, a lot of times people don't want to have sphagnum moss, and people have been leaning more towards, I think it's, cocoa coir. So, cocoa
Yeah.
coir.
Very cool. So it's funny because I wanted to do dirty moss for my redo because I was really over the pole I had been using for a few years. It was one, I think it might have been you that recommended. Remember, it was just like it was kind of mossy, but it was very coarse and it had black netting around it and then a black metal wire and it had like someone told me it looked like a penis and I just never forgot. So that's what it was for the end of time and it was fine, but what you could do is when you bought if you bought a second one, the prongs from the metal would stick into it to make it taller, but it was a very that's not a solid structure. It would bend at the middle. It was getting really bad, and so I wanted to do something that was more 3D printed or more, plastic looking, like this one that you point out on Amazon. So if you guys want something like that's
Yeah.
stackable to grow with your plant, no pun in I don't know if that's a pun, but a piece that it's like, oh, because the thing that I originally thought it was like kind of annoying to stack. They advertised it as stackable, but it wasn't really stacking. It was like sticking in a weird way. This has been
Yeah.
so
Yeah, yeah,
solid.
yeah.
Monstera loves it. So if you guys want a specific recommendation, like firsthand, it's a brand called Orchid Box. I believe they sell on Etsy, but order
Nice.
from their website directly. You'll save money and they have like deals and stuff. And it's
That's
really
really
pretty.
cool.
I ended up doing straight up spag. And it's been good. It looks
Yeah.
nice. I did white.
Aw, and again, it's nice
Yeah.
because it's also a good gift idea for people because you could always use a new type of moss pole, you know?
Oh, totally. Someone gave me my starter for that one as a gift for my birthday, and then I bought the added pieces I needed to be tall enough. It was so
Oh,
great.
that's right. I
Yeah, it was
love
awesome.
that. So it's very versatile. The
For
second
sure.
one is large pieces of driftwood. I, for whatever reason, had trouble finding good photo examples, but I have seen them in the past. So if you guys are watching
This
on
is
YouTube,
beautiful. I've never seen this before.
it's so pretty, and I think and I've seen it where it's like it's a very large specimen growing on driftwood, and it just kind of like sways and has a little bit more movement as opposed to just like straight up on a moss pole.
Well, it's more
Um,
natural. Like if it was in the wild, maybe it would
Very
hug a tree like this.
so true. I
It's
collected
lovely.
a really large piece of driftwood in Malibu, and I brought it with me to Florida. Now I haven't found a
Yay.
use for it because I kind of actually wanted to use it to sort of like suspend plants from, like
Yeah.
horizontally and
Oh,
then
I
hang
remember
plants.
because you wanted to do this in Glendale, but you didn't get to it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So it's just, maybe I'll use it for a large pot or something because it's just a
Yes.
really pretty curvy piece. So
It's really lovely. Do you recommend people just use, like, plant ties or, like, plant Velcro to connect it?
yes, definitely.
Okay.
You could even do like fishing line too, although that is kind of thin. And a lot of times
Mm.
people use that for like mounting plants. but
Right.
you could either sort of let it attach on its own if if you're giving it an environment that is humid enough, or like totally just like plant ties and Velcro ties.
Oh, it's such a pretty look. I'd never seen this before. That's really cool.
Yeah, that one is probably my favorite out of the list. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love.
Okay, so
Oh,
the
I know
second
the second
one,
one.
this one's cool, you guys. Not to like throw a lot of Amazon sort of choices at you, but I just think it's cool that these are so accessible now. But it's
Yes.
basically metal trellises, and these are like, how would you describe them, Angelique? Just it's like an artistic statement
Do you
because their
remember
shape
like a
is
year
interesting.
ago we were talking about plant products and I shouted out a brand, an Amazon purchase that I made on like these bluish colored ones. I got one was round,
Yeah.
one was zigzag, one was I think a hoop, and then there was another one.
Yep.
So I have these and I think they're great. They're really good for smaller starter plants. Like if you get a 4-inch
Yes.
plant, like a 4-inch pot sort of plant that you want to have grow upwards, even if it's a
Little
pothos or
Hoyas.
anything. Hoya's perfect.
They
Hoya's,
love it.
especially with the round ones, are so lovely. These are
Yeah.
very easy to use. You can use it easily with any ties, and it's more artsy. I'm gonna zoom into the photo Holly
Yes.
saved so you guys can
Show the
see
people.
online. Hold on, I know it's my ring lights. There
Yeah.
you
I
go.
got on my iPad too, so you might be able
Oh,
to
perfect.
see.
That's better. Yeah. It's very easy to use. And I would say if you guys are anti-Amazon, for every Amazon idea, there's probably 5 of them at least on Etsy, if not more, and
Oh,
Instagram.
absolutely, yes.
And there's a lot of DIY
Just if you're
options
trying to fall on a
online.
budget.
Oh, hello. So there's something that I actually wanted to do with my baby Hoya. I want to add round trellises, but a lot of the stuff because they're like 2-inch, 3-inch plants, they're very small. I want to get
Yes.
copper wire and then just form it to the size I want. So that's a
Aw,
real and it's this. It's just I'm not ordering it online. So that's a very
sure.
DIY option for that as well.
Absolutely, and again, it's not the moss pole look, it's a very
It's
different.
beautiful.
Yeah, and I love that yours is blue too, Angelique, because
It's
that's another
really
fun, like,
pretty.
pop of color. So the next one is wood planks. Now this one I can see where maybe if you're really hating the moss pole look, you might not like this one, but I will say something about this I think looks very like botanical garden. And I think it's because plants love it so much. So I have some photos here of the queen, the one and only plant life in the tropics. She is the first person that I saw doing this. And then I've also
Ooh,
seen Becca de la Plants with
love
her
Becca.
collection. Oh, yes, in her plant room. And their plants have responded very well. Like, if you just look at this photo of Caitlin Cebu Blue,
Oh,
Caitlin from
it's
Plant
so oh my
Life.
god, it's fenestrating.
Yes, and it's so cool because you can really just see, like, the progression, and yeah,
Totally.
I think it looks cool. It's one of those things where now, Caitlin okay, brain malfunction here. I'm getting so excited. It is one of those things where you can either pot it directly into your pot if you have a large enough pot, or you can just, like, lay it just on the outside of your pot, and you can see. Maybe you can, maybe you can't see, but Caitlin, because she grows things primarily in leca, she has it just kind of like resting on the outside of her plant. So when she wants to move it, she
Mm.
has to carry, two elements, the pot itself and then the wood.
Oh,
So
I see.
yeah,
And it's interesting. Did you notice on Becca, the photo that you shared of Becca, it's actually really fun because it looks like she like went to Home Depot, bought a fence, like a
yeah,
wooden picket fence, and just has that
yeah,
against her wall. They're connected. Look.
yeah. I think that's
That
really cool.
that is genius and I'm stealing it. Oh my god, this is amazing.
I really like this, especially when my greenhouse goes up. I would love to incorporate this because it really does mimic like a tree in the wild, you know?
Totally. And it's like it just has this just like we were talking about with the driftwood, it has this natural softness to it, like a
It
soft
does.
feel, which I really like.
Yes. And again, if you really can't stand the moss pole look, this might be a little too much in that neighborhood for you. But give it a look. Look up plant life in the tropics. Wow, in the
In
tropics.
the tropics.
Look up Becca, and you guys will see some beautiful examples. So
Really quick though, Holly, is it It's, like, actually preferred though for some plants, right? Like, isn't it the Monstera dubia that does like, it's people are always selling it
Yes.
on planks of wood.
It's so true. Like shingling plants specifically, like the dubia, even the scindapsuses, yeah.
Scindapsi? Yes.
Also, I love the face you made. You were brave enough to have another sip of your drink,
Just trying to
and
see if it was
it's
better 30 minutes later. It's just
more watered
it's
down.
such strong, uh, con like, combating flavors.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're a
continue.
trooper.
Thank you.
Ah, I forgot what I was saying, but my drink is like
Scindapsus
hitting me
do
too.
well.
Yes,
Yes.
scindapsus. I mean, any plant really. And what I love too is like if you must remove them, it's a little bit less damaging on the aerial roots than if you tried to like yank them out of a moss pole, if that makes sense.
Oh, well, you guys, when I re-staked my monstera like a month and a half, 2 months ago, I had to cut an aerial root. It
Hmm.
really sucked. There was literally no way
It
around it.
hurts your soul, you
It's just like
know?
it's so wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very bummed out, but it's the way of the game, you know? So
Yeah.
I agree with you that this is definitely a more gentle approach, and there are options, like, if you wanna do this to a rhaphi, for example, you can even on this wood add the little clip things that you and I have
Oh,
used in the
yes.
past, so you have those options of treating it kinda like a wall, but not affecting your wall either.
And you can even use Velcro, just larger quantities of it. I've seen
Of
people
course.
like when you're trying to get them established on the plank of wood, that's totally an option. But yeah, I think
I
that's cool.
I have a juicy idea.
Tell
You could literally go to
us.
Michael's, go wherever, buy you know how you can buy Velcro, like, the soft side and the sticky side?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe get a
I know
big
where you're
strip of the
going with
just get
yes.
a couple inches of the sticky of the side that's sticky, not the, like, soft cottony side or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then use if you want, like, the green plant Velcro and just boop, just
On the
over it
sides,
just to clip it
yes.
down. So you say you're gonna save on Velcro pieces, you won't be wasting.
So
I'm here to
true.
serve.
You are so smart.
Oh.
Well, our last one is the most jungly of all, and it's not the most like in regards to the stems or the vines strongest, but hey, sometimes it works, and that is allowing the plants to climb on your walls and attaching them
So
with clips.
beautiful.
I think it's very pretty. I included a photo from our girl Alessia,
Oh,
a plant
yes.
mommy
She is.
alum. this is
Yes.
a this is a photo of her one of her apartments, and this is a Monstera adansonii, and it's kind of growing up and around a framed print. In itself, it's almost like a secondary art frame, if that makes sense. It looks
Honestly,
so beautiful.
Adansonii should not be grown any other way than up, I
No,
think.
I agree.
I've
I
learned the hard way. I think we
well,
both have.
oh, absolutely. I've tried so many times to have them trail and then the leaves get tinier and tinier, but like you're doing
Yeah.
the plant a disservice. Just let it grow straight
Well, because
up.
like, let her have her glow up, like, we all are so quick to stake our big monsteras,
Oh, I know. And
but
they
we
can just
don't
chill for a while.
right, we just don't treat it but yeah, it's every time I see like, I saw, like, Becca's crazy Adansonii, like, every time
Yes.
I see a staked, like
Mine too, the one that's outside.
that's right! She's going up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And she's going up a
Oh.
tree.
Oh my god, it's just so good.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love.
It's so
What
good.
do you
So,
have
yeah.
clips that you recommend? Because I know when we were at Planty Queens, they had the cute little green ones that were looked
Oh,
like a
I know.
that were a bit
So
gentle. You and I
cute.
think, have gotten the
The
Command Hook
3M
brand
commands.
that
Yeah,
are
and see,
clear.
I don't know if I have a very good recommendation because in my home, I think because this home is a little bit older, so sometimes I think the insulation isn't as good, and the outside is so humid that
Right.
things just like fall down. Like I would have
Wow.
command strips and they just would lose their stickiness after a while because of
Yes,
the humidity.
totally.
Um, so I don't personally have a specific recommendation. I would just say planty queens, or if you want something that's clear that will just blend in with the wall, like you can find command hooks.
Which I've had
Um,
a lot of success with. It's just, if you don't wanna water in place, be mindful of, like, the
yes.
annoyances because the one thing I didn't like when I would have my rhaphi, with the clips, if I wasn't because like, sometimes the stem is thick, So I would have to
Yes.
kind of squeeze it in, and there were a few times where it did cut and then scarred, and I really don't I wanna avoid blemishes as much as possible, so note that
Yeah.
they generally only come in one size, if I'm not mistaken, so be mindful of which plant you're
Yep.
doing this to.
Totally. And I hate
Yeah.
to admit this, I've literally taped my rhaphi
Oh,
before.
I did too, it was bad. But the type of, finish of our paint in this house, like, tape doesn't hold,
Oh,
which is
that
really annoying.
sucks.
Yeah, I've tried
Yeah.
so hard. That's preferred, honestly.
Right? I know, because 'cause I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, like, no big
Easy
deal."
peasy. Yeah.
And it's clear, we're just gonna pretend you've stuck yourself to the wall.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Well, this episode's been a journey.
Girl, has it ever? To report back, it's still pretty full, and it just looks like I'm drinking milk out of a wine glass.
Aw,
I
chalky.
can't. I'm a failure, but, like, it's not bad, but it's not good. I can't decide how I feel about it. It's just uncomfortable. It's the
Yeah,
best word for this drink.
it's uncomfy.
Uncomfortable. I do wonder if it would have been better with the Canada Dry, a little less sweet,
Yeah.
but Lord only knows.
Yeah, we'll
He
never
only
know.
knows. Yeah.
But, you guys, my drink is so good.
But
Like,
that's what matters.
no, I all I'm trying to say is you need to try to make this, Angelique. Have
I
Josh make it for you.
Send me the recipe because I need to post them.
Yeah? Oh, this would be a good one.
Yeah, I'll post it. Just send me the info.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Yay!
Holly, where can the people find you?
Yes. You guys can always find me at Concrete Botanical on TikTok and then Concrete Botanical _ on Instagram.
Awesome. And you guys can find me at Suck Up for Plantas. You guys can catch the podcast at Boozy Botanical Podcast on all the things. And as always, if you can, please leave a 5-star rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We super duper appreciate it. And if you guys want to collab, just shoot us an email at boozybotanicalpodcast@gmail.com or feel free to shoot us a DM as well.
Yay! Well, thank you guys so much for another episode of Boozy. Hope you guys have a great holiday season. You're feeling cozy.
I know, it's cutesy.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
Cheers!